In this video, I'm flying with my dog on a brand new luxury airline called Bark Air. It's made the news, but there are still many people who have never heard of it. I'll show every detail of the flight, that way you guys can decide whether it's worth it or not, but even if you're uninterested in purchasing an $8,000 ticket, I'm sure you'll find this video entertaining. And before we hop on board, you might be wondering, how the heck did I even think of this in the first place? Well, it all started when I saw one of their viral reels. Let's watch it together to give context on this journey we're about to embark on.
Hi, I'm Matt Meeker, the CEO of Bark Air, and today I'm going to fly like a dog in a crate.
On commercial airlines, dogs must fly in a crate, either under a seat or in the cargo hold.
How do you feel about a 4-hour flight?
I love the dramatic sound effects every time they show the crate or this guy purposefully hit his head on the crate.
Is there anybody there?
After flying like a dog for 3 hours and 27 minutes, Matt arrives at his destination.
I don't know why any person would ever choose to do this to their dog. It's an absolute horror show back here. There has to be a better way.
This is the part that got me to do this video. A 100% real airline for dogs, folks. That's what they're claiming. Let's see if that's true. You guys, unfortunately, like the peasants we are, we first had to go through a public airport. That's because little buddy and I live in Dallas, and for some reason Bark Air doesn't currently service anywhere in Texas. But this is actually totally fine because it gives us the chance to compare a regular old Southwest flight to a fancy Bark Air flight when flying with the dog. And we'll go quickly through the Southwest flight. Folks, here's one of the first drawbacks of flying on a regular airline with a dog. Cedric will have to stay in this carrier bag for the entire flight. It's also Cedric's first flight ever, so I hope he doesn't freak out or have an absolute horror show like the CEO of Bark Air did. Here's another drawback of public airlines: long security lines and not a direct charter like Bark Air.
Buddy, your bag got stopped.
We made it to our gate, and as you can see, we're headed to New York City. That's because the Bark Air flight we're on is from New York to LA, and I thought it'd be fun to say Cedric and I crossed the entire country. And to really make it official, we're gonna get a clip together on Times Square and try to finish this video all the way at the Hollywood Walk of Fame, where one day, perhaps Cedric and I will have our names engraved on a star. Just kidding, we couldn't care less about that, but it'll still be fun to go.
I don't care about stars. Give me treats.
As we get on the plane, in case you didn't know, Southwest is open seating, but it's still usually full like most airlines. And compared to Bark Air, it is definitely more squished. Also, you can see little buddy chilling with his head barely out of the bag, but the flight attendant was very adamant about his head needing to be in the bag and entirely zipped up for the duration of the flight. I get that people have allergies, but I thought that was a bit extra. Overall though, the flight definitely wasn't too bad, and if you have a small dog that doesn't have to be in the cargo area, this is still a good option, especially considering the fact that this flight cost me $350 with the pet fee included, while the Bark Air flight cost me $6,000.
Made it to New York.
Hey, look at Ceddy, he's a New Yorker.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at Times Square.
Okay guys, I was gonna show more here, but let's just say Cedric and I did not feel at home. I honestly might be back here one day to share the gospel.
I'm ready to go on the Bark Air flight.
Cedric and I were happy to be back at the hotel, excited for our big day tomorrow.
Good. Oh my, are you okay?
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I know, I'm not much of a singer, but the ironic part was he actually was going to be flying in the sky tomorrow.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get picked up by the Bark Air chauffeur and get driven directly to our plane. We don't have to go through the airport. Check out the fit. We're matching, sort of. You know what? Let's get a better fit check video real quick. Yeah, I know the bow tie's a lot. I was debating whether I should wear it or not, but guys, I gotta look fancy, and the funny part is the other people on this plane are gonna think this is how I really just dress. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention that I'm actually pretty nervous for is the fact that this guy isn't necessarily the best with other dogs, okay? If you've watched my dog treat video, you'll know he's been in his fair share of tussles. I just don't want him fighting rich dogs on the plane. That would be bad. Might be good for content.
Cedric's anger issues will definitely be something to look out for, but right now we're excited as we wait for our fancy chauffeur.
Hello.
This is all?
Guys, we're in. Let's go.
The chauffeur to get there was very nice. I enjoyed the spacious vehicle as well as fancy amenities such as this Fiji water.
Cedric, fly baby. Have a great day. Enjoy your flight.
Alas, we're here at Bark Air where dogs fly first. And when someone else showed up, I got Cedric's first encounter on film.
Cedric. This is serious. I don't know why he's doing that. Unfortunately, off to a rough start. Cedric Almost got in a fight with the first dog here. Can you just be good, Cedric?
I was hoping Cedric settled down so we don't cause a scene, and in the meantime we familiarized ourselves with the lobby area. This is where the owners and dogs come together before the flight and hopefully get along before going on a plane together. Also, it's worth noting that there's usually only 6 passengers on these flights. I liked how they had dog treats and water bowls set up everywhere.
Right now there's only one other dog here. Go. What? Here.
Cedric will not eat treats when he's distracted, and that tells me that he's wondering what's going on. And after a little bit of time went by, more dogs and their owners started to show up.
Hey, relax, Cedric.
We should get boarding in about 5.
Before boarding the plane, this nice attendant told me a menu item I couldn't believe was on the flight.
There's like 5 menu items you can pick.
No way. Awesome.
Yeah.
Doggy champagne. Is there alcohol in that?
No, it's chicken broth.
That's so
We
fun.
actually have to call it champagne now because the board of champagne in France came at us.
No.
So yeah.
Before we board, another positive here for Bark Air is that you don't have to wait through security like most airlines. Someone just comes around and checks everyone's bag individually. Also, check it out, more dogs have shown up, and this guy is quite the fluff ball. I hope Cedric likes him.
Hey.
Relax, buddy.
I think Cedric could have used a couple of these, which Bark Air did provide, but I didn't really want to give him any. He's all natural.
Nah, you're good. Is that our boarding pass?
Sure.
Thank you.
They provide your dog with these cute little boarding passes and passports, which really don't mean anything, but they're fun to get. Cedric is now able to travel to Cabo. Everyone showed up, so now we're leaving the hangout area, and this part is fun. Instead of going through a busy airport, you just walk outside and all of the planes are there to board. This was the Bark airplane, and to me it looks more like a private jet that Cedric was surprisingly eager to get into. My first thoughts going into the plane was that it looked very comfortable, but I also wanted to make sure Cedric and I got good seats to record in.
Is it just us two back here? Nice.
For right now, I have Cedric on my lap, which I definitely wasn't able to do on the Southwest flight, and we have a lot more room. Also, it's pretty cool that we could literally see the cockpit with the pilots in it before taking off. At this point, the humans and the dogs were getting settled, with this lucky guy seeming to get his own chair. These two, on the other hand, were snuggling up on the floor, but they still seemed very happy. Please keep all heads, noses, and tongues inside the aircraft. As we geared up for takeoff, I was excited to see what amenities and services were in store. Also, it was getting pretty late in the day, so I was hoping we got to Los Angeles early enough for Cedric and I to visit the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, we've now reached our cruising altitude of 40,000 feet, and with Cedric chilling out after taking the other dog's seat away like an absolute boss, it's time for a airplane tour. To the right of my seat, we have this thing that opens up as a small container to place things like your wallet or your phone in. I hope you didn't accidentally just see my credit card there. We also have this built-in monitor with a headphone jack to listen to something, I'm actually not sure, and buttons that turn the overhead lights on and off. Some little USB charging ports right here. Next, we got this very sleek fold-out table that will definitely come in handy later on when we get our food and other amenities. Also, I found this in-flight safety card that I think is sort of joking. I'm not entirely sure. You can pause and read it if you want. The reason I'm not sure if it's joking or not is, for example, look at this one. It says it's okay for Cedric to go to the bathroom wherever he wants. Like, I genuinely didn't know if they were kidding or not.
Are they serious?
Now this one definitely is serious. It's the doggy menu, and I'm looking forward to trying that champagne. And for the humans, it looks like this is our menu.
Guys, now we're demonstrating how this chair can move. Dude, I think I got it stuck. Oh wait, there we go. Oh, that's sick. Laterally, forward, and even spins.
That chair spins more than Cedric does before he lays down. Also guys, I made a good friend on the flight along with his dog Logan, and I noticed that he's even a famous YouTuber.
You ever watch FaZe Rug?
Stop. You're like the 9th person that said that.
The resemblance is uncanny, but real talk, my guy was super cool. I'm glad he was sitting by me in the back. We'll talk to him more later. Cedric and all of the dogs were sound asleep, but little did he know that the flight attendant was coming by to give him a personal spa day in the sky.
He's getting woken up for a spa.
After waking Cedric up with treats, it was time for his treatment, starting with a warm blankie.
It's a blankie.
Cedric's a little finicky with things being on him, but then he decided to snuggle up with it in the cutest way possible.
Aww. Cedric is getting pampered right now. Much different than the first flight here.
He smells?
The next treatment is some buttery soft nose balm, which Cedric was also a bit unsure of.
Is that chapstick or nose stick?
No stick. We
We said plus or minus on the feet.
Oh yeah, he likes it.
Third treatment is some paw rubs with moisturizing cream.
It smells good too. Yeah, that's nice. Can I see? Does that feel funny?
Just like everything else, Seti is also unsure of this one, so he tucked his paws away.
Honey.
Oh my.
I understand. I'm ticklish too.
But sometimes he just needs that extra little push of confidence.
Get those pads nice and moisturized.
We need them. It's hot outside.
This last one he also took like a champ, but of course he still has the look of absolute concern on his face. You'd think by now he'd realize this is supposed to be relaxing. I genuinely appreciate the effort and enthusiasm here by the flight attendant, who's also a certified veterinarian nurse. And now guys, it's a very fun time. It's snack time.
It's not that hot.
Not crazy hot.
On a side note, if you've been watching my channel for a while now, you'll know I ate the world's hottest chip among a lot of other things, so I have somewhat of a biased understanding of spicy at this point. But the snack was still good, and I was even more excited for Cedric to get his champagne.
We actually have to call it champagne now because the board of champagne in France came at us.
Whoa, France, I'm sorry, take it easy. I meant to say champagne. Okay, on a serious note, this is the most excited I've seen Cedric so far. I don't know why it's when he saw a champagne bottle, but yeah, let's see if he likes the taste.
Puppy champagne. Champagne, as we call it here.
As Cedric chomped that down, I realized I had to use the restroom, and I also realized I never gave a bathroom tour. The showers are sick. I'm excited to show you guys. Okay, just kidding, there's no showers, but it is sick.
It's loud in here.
Up first, we got this comfy chair. That's actually a toilet. Next, we got another screen to listen to music, and wait, who would plug into this while on the toilet? Check out this slide-out toilet paper, that's cool. Here we got a jackpot of travel goods. I'm taking this hand sanitizer, and I could probably use one of these. I don't know why, but whenever I gargle mouthwash, I accidentally swallow some. Because I'm nosy, I also opened this medicine cabinet and found some sweet AirPods. And finally, I got grossed out that I was touching so much stuff in the bathroom, so I lathered up in hand sanitizer.
Oh, shoot.
Evidently, Cedric was scrounging around the plane while I was in the bathroom, but I came out at the perfect time because there were new treats available.
I take the whole thing or just take one piece out?
Fancy living, here I come.
Why would they make chocolate on a plane with a bunch of dogs?
Not gonna lie, FaZe Rug makes a good point here, although one time growing up, my dog did have an entire chocolate bunny and was perfectly fine the next day. I'm sure that's unusual though. We were getting closer to the Walk of Fame, but at this point in the flight, Cedric was getting quite restless. I think he had to use the restroom, and although the brochure did say he can pee wherever he wants, I was hoping pee-pee pads would be set up somewhere.
Bro had to go to the bathroom.
Where's the grass? This champagne is killing my stomach.
Hey, that's a toilet, bro. Get out of there. Cedric kept darting towards the bathroom, so he got some pee-pee pads set up.
All yours.
All right, thank you.
It is really.
I won't use them. Go potty. Go pee-pee. Come on, Cedric, go pee. Go pee-pee.
No matter how much I told him to go, Cedric was simply not willing, and I thought maybe I was wrong after all.
Cedric is not going pee-pee in the potty. You don't have to go potty?
Either that, or he really just needed some grass to go.
He didn't go.
I got something fun planned for Cedric, but before that, it was time to read.
This? A Bible? Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
But instead of reading, it actually turned into a very edifying conversation with my friend here about our beliefs. I love conversations like this because I believe there is a real purpose to life. We're not just stardust randomly flying through the cosmos, and I also believe we can know God personally through Christ. Cedric was settling in, but little did he know his mind was about to be blown. You see, ever since he was a puppy, Cedric has been fascinated with airplanes in the sky. If you don't believe me, check out this video my brother took of him getting worked up over an airplane flying above him. Now I'm about to show him what it looks like outside the window of one of those things, and I was not expecting this reaction.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cedric is shaking. I actually need to comfort him. He's looking out the window right now, realizing that he is 40,000 feet in the air. Buddy, I know this must be like an existential crisis right now, but you're gonna make it through this. These are the planes that you always bark at, bud. Oh, poor guy's freaked out a little.
I genuinely don't think Cedric knew he was in the air until this moment, and I felt bad that he was shaking, but I knew that Cedric is strong and he would get over it and realize that he is safe.
I've seen some things, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cedric is seeing something he's never seen before. Maybe we'll see one of those planes you like to bark at.
At this point, he couldn't stop looking outside, so I was trying my best to console him.
Squirrel. Where's the squirrel?
Cedric was looking for squirrels, and I gotta say, dogs are funny.
Is there a plane out there, bud? Cedric used to be a flat earther. Now he's not. Actually, no. If anything, this is confirming his beliefs.
I told you it's flat. What's next? We landed on the moon.
As Cedric became more of a flat earther, I was looking outside to see where we are because I wanted to make the Hollywood Walk of Fame by sundown. And I noticed there's also this 3D model in the back to show us exactly where we are, which I thought was cool. Now let's check in on FaZe Rug and see how him and his dog are enjoying the flight.
I would say it's pretty successful. I knocked my dog out successfully in a okay way. Everyone looks pretty comfortable with their dogs. I didn't get a massage, unfortunately, but he got a massage.
Does your dog live in luxury?
Currently, he's living luxury. Whatever I gave him, it clearly worked. So,
Guys, good news. I just got word that Cedric and I can go in the cockpit at the end of the flight to pretend we are pilots. Oh, also, Cedric betrayed me and wanted to sit by the flight attendant now.
He's my new.
Yes, he wants another spa day.
Oh, you like that one.
Come on, Cedric. Why'd you have to do me like that?
Guys, this is a perfect time to share with you a sad fact. Cedric is actually still not my dog. He's my brother's dog. And although my brother used to be a good owner, he just doesn't have time anymore with young kids taking most of his affection. If you don't believe me, check out this quick video, but warning, you will probably cry, even if you've seen it before. And if you thought that was sad, check out how little buddy acts every time I leave my brother's house. So I share this with you guys because it's fun having Cedric in the videos, and I wagered my brother if I got 1 million subscribers by the end of the year, can I please have Cedric? To which he responded, only if you get 1.5 million by Christmas. So please subscribe to be a part of the journey and help me make a Christmas video getting Cedric. In other news, we're now over the Grand Canyon, which Cedric was amazed to see. And he wasn't shaking as much this time. I think putting on his Spidey dog suit helped give him some courage. Yeah, unfortunately, after seeing the Grand Canyon, he got scared again and wanted to go back in the flight attendant's lap.
Stop showing me outside the window.
Cedric is currently being held up by her hand. He seemed to finally calm down. He really just wanted an extra spa. All right, what are we doing right here?
So we are gonna give Cedric his little stamps, like he knows that he came to LA.
Cedric and I are much more of Texas boys, but that's okay. Getting the stamp was cool.
Here it is. Let's do it.
This is the thing she just stamped, by the way, and fun fact, I have no idea what the heck this is. Cedric was being very courageous looking out the window, and we're about to go to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, because baby, we're landing. But first, real quick, as promised, Cedric and I have to take the pilot seats. Comment down below if you'd fly on a plane with us as pilots. I wouldn't. You guys, we made it, and you wouldn't believe what Cedric decided to do to celebrate.
So I guess this is just stars on the ground?
My back was turned for a quick second, and I turn around to see, well, let's just say I wish I had pee-pee pads. Yeah, I'm sorry to whoever's name that was. Don't worry, guys, I cleaned it up.
See you in the next one, Lord willing. Grace, love, peace, and mercy.